Steve Powers here. We're inside LAVO, my New York residency. Typical day for me is get on the computer, start working on my music, going over what I need for the night, or whether it's the new production I'm working on. I try to balance the music stuff with real life, and I think that's important. Trying to stay active and maybe kill some time in New York. Most of my time is spent on the music. My start really came with picking up a couple gigs here and there, backing them up, and that was really how I got my start here in New York. I would say this summer, getting to play with Avicii was probably the biggest moment for me, just being with a world-renowned DJ. Music really comes from within. The guys that are really making the music that I'm a big fan of right now, the big-time house producers like Axwell, Avicii, Chucky. I love the classic stuff. I mean, guys like Jim Morrison that kind of really thought outside the box. Those are kind of the guys that I really think are true inspiration when it comes to music. I remember way back just collecting Jordans, and then it became, the Dunks and everything. And I think that's probably where most of my money goes for myself, because I buy a lot of sneakers and shoes and stuff like that. Being a DJ, it's one of these terms that's gotten a little confused, and there's a lot of guys that focus on music as producers and then aren't really in the DJ scene. Being from New York, there's so many great DJs. You kind of have to solidify yourself and find a way to separate yourself from the pack. For me, it's all about making music and really trying to be that next great producer. Advice I would give somebody that's trying to be a DJ or be, involved in the music scene other than just practice. I remember just setting up in a mall out of nowhere, just playing music, creating a party. Especially now with it being so competitive, if someone can, you really have to find your sound. That's what's gonna separate you. Do it your way and kind of trust yourself. It's the hardest thing in the world to put your name on something and just get it out there. A lot of the guys that put the time in, grinding, getting their music out there, they've kind of set the tone for how everything's been kind of evolving now. Calvin Harris, Roger Sanchez, these guys are guys that have been around a long time, putting the groundwork for guys like me to kind of find my own little path. Now they're finally getting appreciated for what they bring to the table. DJs are the new rock stars, mainly because of what you can do in the venues and in the settings they're in with the lights. As far as a performer, you really have no boundaries, and I think that's one of the cool things, is that whatever you come up with, you can just do. The guys that kind of were the groundbreakers from all types of forms of music. As far as DJing goes, I mean, there's guys like Red Alert. He actually might be the only DJ that's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. When you think of how far you can really go with this. On the radio, 5 hours a day, and then go to a club for 5 hours and just do it every night, and make the DJ culture, they kind of built that. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of what we've been talking about. I wanted to thank G-Shock for everything. They've been great. Just keep on the lookout for more stuff from me, and I'll be seeing you soon.